I got big responsibility today, okay? And every time we got these invitations to be on the main stage, some things that I want you guys to understand is what's in it for those individuals to make a big impact, especially in an international event like this. But before I'm gonna go on my training, can we acknowledge first for those people actually first time to attend 5 Links International event? Can you please stand up? First timers. And give it up for this individual. So I know for those individuals that knows what's happening in the international event. But guys, we got so much, the corporates have so much in store for you guys for this weekend. So I can't wait about this weekend. Tampa, it's a great place. I mean, we've been here since Friday, and we're having a great time, meeting a great people, meeting a lot of people. Look, seeing again those individuals that we always see like every international event. And for me, the way I look at it, it's just like a reunion, a family that we always, that can see them look forward to work together again. So I'm excited for you guys, and for those individuals, first timer, welcome to 5 Links International event. Now, I have this thing that when I got the invitations doing this training, I want you guys to understand is, it's how we able, probably some of you guys individual in the room is, everybody wants to become a Platinum Senior Vice President, am I right? Who wants to become Platinum Senior Vice President in the room? Can I see some hands? Well, some individuals, they're not raising their hands. You know what? God is always watching. Somebody asked who wants to become Platinum Senior Vice President, and they're not raising their hands. And God said, well, you don't like, let's go to the next person. Ah, there you go. That's why I want you guys to understand, when we have this kind of event, when you claim it and you ask for it, things gonna happen. The way I understand in building this industry, coming to this company called 5 Links, it's basically, it's just a miracle. I still remember when I got involved in this industry, I don't believe in this industry. When I got invited by a friend named E.J. Pardo, actually forced me to go to this event. And I said, okay, just to please the guy, because he kept calling me, just to please the guy, I'm gonna show up on that event. Sat all the way on the back of the presentations, because you know what's gonna happen at the end of the presentations, am I right? They're gonna ask you to sign up, buy this and everything. So I said, I know this thing. They call it in this industry called direct sell, multi-level marketing, whatever they call it. That time, I call this industry the pyramid thing. They're trying to recruit you, you're going to recruit me, and I'm going to recruit and recruit and recruit. At the end of the day, that person on the top makes all the money. I don't like this industry. And that's what I said. I don't want to, to get involved in this industry. I'm doing okay working at the grocery store. But just to please a friend, I have to show up on that presentations. Am I right? Same thing with you guys probably, and probably you guys probably looking me right now as a platinum. Please don't look me as a platinum today, because I'm going to bring you on a journey that even me, every time I got an invitation to do a presentation or a training, and I want you guys to feel me how we're going to make a big impact in your life, because at the end of the day, we have some great leadership in this room, and I want you guys to take advantage on those individuals. And I want you to take your journey, which is for me, back in 2007, when I got involved in this industry, is I want to see a picture, which is probably a picture that, because when I asked, what is probably a best journey that I can put on the first slides? Familiar with that guy right there? And I said to myself, because every time I see this picture, I still remember my store director took that picture, because that's company name called Albertsons. And then we switched to Lucky, and they want to have a new look for those people on the wall, who's the manager. So Allan, we need to take your pictures. And good thing I got a copy on it. And I want you guys to bring you on a journey about a real story Because I still remember when I got involved in this industry, sitting all the way in the back of the room, and I said to myself, well, okay, fine, let me just see this, what's going to happen. But during along the way, the presentations, now it makes sense. It's just opened my heart, my mind about the industry that it can change people's lives. And I said, why not? And that's what I said. At least, I said, sitting all the way in the back of the room, I said, if I'm not going to like it, I can easily sneak out and I'll say bye to my friend. Am I right? I still have something to do because I'm really not into this industry. But along the way, when they started understand about this journey about to happen, ladies and gentlemen, I said to myself, yes, why not? Try it. Because the way I look at it on my journey at the store called Lucky's or Albertsons that time, looking myself in the next 30 years before I'm going to retire, before everything that I want in life. Because I said to myself, how many more years that every single morning that I have to wake up at 6 o'clock, that I have to be at the store at 7, going same day, same way, same freeway, which is always traffic. I don't know, but why is always traffic in this way? On the other side of the freeway, there's nobody there. You guys can relate? And that's what I said. I wish I can be on the other side, but this is the way going to my store. And that's what I said when I understand about the journey that I'm about to take. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 months after I able to walk away from my job. 8 months. 16 months after I become a senior vice president of the company, December 2011, I become a platinum senior vice president in the company. In 2013 of May, become $1 million of the company. So I want you guys to take you on a journey that's probably a best picture that probably put on the slides since I'm doing the training. So you guys ready? And the title of my training is about unleashing the leadership from within. Ordinary person. And I want you guys, and I know someday we wish we're going to have that, also that picture. Your picture. And that's what I said, I have a journey to take, which is when we talk about leaders. Leaders have things things happen along the way in building this business. And I know we're going to talk about the value, the reality, the passion, the commitment, the sacrifice, the patience, and the focus. Because one thing you guys need to understand in building this business, when you want to become a great leader, when I see this quote says, leaders don't force people to follow. They invite them to a journey. And that is the reason I want you guys to bring you on my journey becoming a platinum senior vice president. And one thing I realized on my journey, these are the things that I realized that's so important becoming a great leader. Sometimes when I said a great leader, is because when you look back, there's people behind you, love you, supporting you, make it happen. Because they said if you're going to look back and nobody's there, sad to say, you're just taking a walk. But one thing that I understand, I said, a journey that I believe and understand, that's what I'm here today. And along the journey, I have seen these pictures or these people on the slides. Do you know those individual guys? Some individual in the room, they're part of my journey. If you're going to see some individual, a great leadership like them, it's just like sometimes I said, what is their mission and purpose? Sometimes when they're doing a training like this, what is the mission? Sometimes at the end of the day, it's all about when we're doing this training, we're talking to your heart. The same thing what happened to me when I was sitting on those chairs way back. That first international event that we did is Philadelphia. You know, I was there. It's just because I haven't been to Philadelphia, but at least going to Philadelphia, I said, why not? But when we see some individual that you can feel their heart talking to you, when you see some individual got promoted as a senior vice president, all this success, and that's what I said to myself. I said, I want to be like them. And that's what I said to myself that time. Yes, I can do this. I believe in myself that I can do this. And along the way on my journey, I met some great individual in this company. I still remember Rosa Battle. She awarded the first BMW in California. And one thing that inspired me with Platinum Senior Vice President Rosa Battle, she said, "You've been part of something big today. You've been part of something great. When is the last time you've been part of something big?" That question, I said, now I know I'm part of something big. The company called Fibling is becoming global, and you're positioning yourself in the beginning of something big. You guys need to be excited on that one. And that's what I said, now I know we're in the right place and the right time because we're part of something big. Because the question is always, when is the last time we've been part of something big? And along, of course, in building this business, some individual, see Tupac the Court, bro. Tupac, that card that you put on Facebook, I told AJ, look, Tupac bought it this week. I said, I think we can buy also one, right? But we don't have a garage for that one. But it's not a great problem. But the things that sometimes inspired you to do and keep doing it. And that's what I said, look at these people that inspired us. Not to brag anything, but something that you want to do in life. When the first time we got invited in a place, I've been trying to show you guys my journey because these are the individuals that really make a big impact in my life, going to my journey to where I am today. When we've been invited at Lisa Nicole's Clouds at Dallas, Texas, at her place, I was standing right in front of her house. I said, this is not a house, it's a church, it's huge. And I see myself that I said, someday, I want to have a place like that. It's just like inspired me to keep moving and going on. These are the people that really make a big impact. Every time Steve and Pasha Carter are doing a training, oh my goodness. Excellent training. Barry Donaldson, the way he put together the WGI, because we started in a WGI team. You know, every time that this guy come to us and said, Allan, when you to become an SVP, Allan, you need to become an SVP, you need to break an SVP. He just remind me that sometimes I need to do my part to make it happen. Ian, Stella Chebe, we grew with this individual. We still remember when they're trying to become an SVP. We're sitting on you know, things like that, what we share, what happening to our team, what happening to our lives in building this company. It's just like some individual that we're going to be part of your journey. To Sheena, Kurt, oh, Sheena, you just don't know, inspired us a lot to become a standalone organizations. Bill Gerdes, you still remember when we decided, I said, I think it's time to fly so we can soar high. And Bill said, Allan, yes, we've been waiting for you guys. Remember that night, Phil, on the hotel in San Antonio, Texas? That is the time that we decided, I think it's about time to unleash that leadership within. And that's what I said, some individual make a big impact. Stan and Chiris Richard, Stan, we always said the story, I know that inspired me when you become a platinum, that you got that Bentley from Bass to Bentley. I said, whoa. I can't wait to share my story from grocery cart to Bentley. Am I right? Lisa, when Lisa told me, Allan, I can't wait to see you on the main stage, I said, I can even talk. You want me to do the main stage? You're right. Lisa, when I become an SVP, told me, Liz, Allan, congratulations, I can wait to see you on the main stage. You know what? How I'm going to do my speech on my SVP position. I'm just going to take that, you know, that trophy, put my pin, get my stocks, be my key BMW, and I'll say thank you, bye. John Jones. Every time you guys going to be in this room, in this stage, you just don't know how you guys make an impact in each and every one of us in the team. Of course, Sonny and King. King, I don't know how I'm going to follow you on after you, but how can you get wrong with this, some individual? Am I right? And so forth and so on. Mondes, my brother, when you wear that jacket, a Filipino jacket, and you said, I'm a Filipino, you know, sometimes it's just part of those journey. Some things you guys need to understand. Today, you're building your story. You're building your journey toward the success. And that is the reason today I want you guys to understand, because always the question is this: can I do that? Sometimes we always said to become a platinum, it takes to become a leader. You have to become a leader, because the questions always that I'm getting, it's probably you can help me out on this one. Which is one is true? Leaders been born or leaders been made? Which ones believe leaders been born? Can I see some hands? How about leaders been made? For those people who did not raise the hands, what you guys doing here? Display? I mean, for me, you know, every time we're doing an event like this, I'm always excited. Because I'm going to learn towards on my success. It's going to take me a while on my journey to go to become an SVP. So I always do something every time an international event like this, listen carefully. What I want in life. So that is the reason I said I want you guys I want to talk to you, because when I have that question, leaders been born or leaders been made? Which one? If you guys going to ask me, you guys both right. Everybody born's leader. But people said I made leader because you didn't know that you're born leader already. You never got a chance, you know, to showcase that abilities that, yes, you're a leader. Some other people, they said, I can talk to the stage, Allan, I can do that the way you're doing it. But sometimes you got some expertise that you're good on that one. And that's what I said, everybody's born leader. Everybody can become a leader. It can be made leader, just giving a chance like a company like this to showcase that leadership. And the rest of all the people in the slides, it's a make a big impact to my life. Those platinums in our team, Romel and Lucille Hernandez, Benson Paula Barca, you just don't know how make a big impact into our organizations. Their leadership really inspires us a lot. And of course, I cannot mention all these platinums. We have 26 platinum senior vice president in the company. And I know someday you're seeing yourself on that picture. Am I right? You guys platinum? Probably next year doing the international event, I'm going to add more pictures on this one. But I'm going to keep this one. Right? Now, let's talk about this called value. And one thing you guys need to understand, when we started building this business, we have these ones in that we always said, as an individual, we must become a great leader, a great example to others, create a great team that inspires others to do the same. Sometimes, I know you guys come into this international event, it's what's waiting for you guys. As an individual, that's going to make a big impact to your life. So that is the reason for me, when I understand about this, I invest on personal value. That's a human being, how you guys going to invest to become a great person. How you invest, like learning every single day about life. Every training. Sometimes when they're going to have some trainings in our backyard, an SVP, senior vice president coming over, I'll make it a point. I'm not going to make any schedules just to be on those events. Because it's a journey for me that learning a lot. Time value. How do you guys value your time? How you spend your time. A lot of things that I did in building this business. The relationship, not only for your family, but people's going to be on your journey. The resources, financially, the money. Some individual in the room, I just feel bad when you're going to have this individual that, yes, they're excited, but why you're not going to be in the international event? They said, Allan, I don't have money. You guys need to understand, you know when it's going to be the next international event. How you're going to be maximizing, or at least understand that you need to put some budget on going to the next one. It's because, again, it's part of the system that I want you guys to understand on building your journey. Don't miss any international event. Don't miss any international event. That's always said to my team. Don't miss any international event. Because those are the things that the one that you guys need to understand. It's part of those journey. The company, how you value this company. Do you know behind the stage how they work those people hard just to see all of these things right here? The people in the corporate office, you just don't know how they really work hard just to make these things good for us, how you value their effort just to make sure we're going to be okay. Sina and Jamie, the SVP liaisons, you just don't know that day and night receiving some emails, text calls from all this SVP, asking and telling them, complaining and everything, but their job is just to take care all the senior vice president and platinum. Natasha, of course, Charity, just everything, those people that you know in the corporate office. These are the things that sometimes I look back and how I value those individuals. And that is the reason for me when I understand the value, the word's value, I said yes. I started investing on these things. Is that okay, guys? And then along the way I have this called reality. Reality, which is when I see the first word called failures, I'm scared. I'm afraid to make these things happen. But it's going to be part of it. It's part of those journey. Those dream stealers that you're going to be along the way. Be careful. When sometimes they said, you're going to be sleeping with them, just be careful. Because sometimes that excitement that we have right now in this room, you go out there, people were going to say, you're right. Let me see. And that's what I said. If you're going to believe on them, then sad to say, they steal your dream. But what is your dream, guys? The ego. You know, reality sometimes, you know, when we always have this called leaderships meeting, I always tell people on our team, the SVP position, that attached in our name, the called platinum, it's just attached on our name. But, you know, but if you're going to start putting that position in your head, now you're an SVP, nobody can come close to you. You're a platinum. It's just like that's what's hit you sometimes. I always said this. People, the one that's put you on the positions. But believe me, people also can bring you down on that position. And that's why I always remind in each and every one of our team, the leaders, work with the team. Don't put that position in your head. Spend more time with them. The challenges that we're having right now in this business, building it, that's the reality for you guys. When you expect after this international event, the next convention, I will be an SVP. And then here we are today, we're not an SVP because of the challenges. That's okay. I always said, guess what? There's a good news. There's going to be next international event. Am I right? So those people I know you want to walk on the stage this weekend to be a senior vice president, I can tell you it's okay. Because in May, we're going to be in San Antonio, Texas. Get that goal to walk on the senior vice president. But we're going to be facing these challenges. But they're going to stop you to become a senior vice president. Excuses. Reality, these are the ones basically actually for me killing the business. Excuses. If you can just eliminate one word, something that I want you guys to eliminate, one word is this one called excuse. Because sometimes when you're going to go after with those individuals, why you didn't walk an SVP? You're going to hear them, oh, because, financially I'm not capable. I don't have money. Oh, why you're not an SVP? Oh, because of my boss. Because of my job. Or because of my kids. Or because of my wife. Because of my husband. You got all these excuses in the world, am I right? But what you guys need to understand, if you're going to bring you guys back, why you're in this industry, why you joining this company, we're going to remind you about what you need to do is you're going to say, oh, because I want to have financial freedom. I'm going to do this because I want it for my kids. I want to retire my wife. I want to spend more time with my husband. I want to walk away from this thing and I want to live in abundance. And then all of a sudden, if we're going to ask you, why you're not hearing that SVP, now you're giving me this excuse. Excuse should be changed into reasons. Why you need to become an SVP. Don't say, oh, because, no, I have to because I want to have financial freedom. And that's why I always said to those people who still knows their why, excuses is not a word for them. The reasons that's the way that keeps them going. So for me, those people who didn't hit, walk as an SVP this event, it's okay. Let's do it in San Antonio, Texas. Is that okay? Are you guys with me? Who wants to become a senior vice president in San Antonio, Texas? Can I see some hands? Those people who didn't raise their hands, I told you guys. You have to claim it always. Claim it. Now here's the one word that I want you guys to understand also, the passion. Your attitude in building this business. The attitude that who we are. It's not about like an attitude, what company you are from. There's one like this. 5 links. I don't know what I don't see anything about that. When we talk about attitude, I still remember when building this business, my attitude is just nobody can put tag price on it. When somebody you're going to meet, like some individual that they have another company, a great company, that we're going to bring you to this and that, they have a great compensations and great marketing plan, great products and services, great company. I said, okay, congratulations. But the attitude that I have, when I heard somebody, they said, still remember that time, we were still comparing about our global link service to the other VoIP service. That time, that attitude that I have, when they said, Allan, our VoIP is it's a #1 VoIP in the world. I said, whoa, congratulations. But our VoIP, it's a #1 VoIP in the universe. Beat that one. You guys can feel it, that one? That's what I want you guys to put, that attitude. The excitement. Who's excited in this room? Who's excited in this room? And I'm more excited here than you guys, because I'm doing this. Is there a word excited here? No, right? But they said when you're platinum, you can create your own words. So I don't know. When I'm excited, and what's next to the excited? Anxiety here, probably. Anxiety, yes, if you cannot measure anymore. But every international event, I'm excited. I know you guys are excited, but today I'm just feeling this. Because I have a mission, a purpose for you guys. The inspirations, the passions, that's why you keep building it. The burning desire, your belief about this company. I don't care whatever they're going to present it to me, but there's only one belief that brings me to success called 5 links. And that's my belief. Sometimes you need to respect other company. But one thing you guys need to understand, when they said they're good on this, they're great on this, it's not how good is their company, it's not how good their compensation, it's not how good the products and services. The question always is how good I am. When I was an executive director, I met this lady trying to compare Fiblinks to their company. And the way they persuade and the way they're doing it, I said, sometimes if you're not strong, that belief, before you knew it, you're doing different things. You know, some other people, they're just running around the circle. This industry it's not about good, the compensation or the benefits. It's always asking how good we are. Every companies are good. That time when I'm only executive directors telling me all of this thing, I said, but you know what? Let me just do this one first. Because if I'm going to jump to that company, before you knew it, there's another company telling me they're better or good. I'm going to jump and keep jumping and keep jumping. I'm just running around the circle. I become a good jumper rather than become a good leader. If you see some individual, they jump to another company called whatever vacations they can have. But for me, you just don't know what they're going to be announcing this weekend for you guys, but I'm not going to spill Jason's announcement. But I'm just so excited in this company. It's not how, whatever they can give it to, it's the one that I want, that believe that this company will change my life. When I started applying these things happening already, that's what I said, this is it. There's no other company out there. Only 5 links. Is that okay, guys? Commitment. How committed you guys? The system that I've been keep hammering, the system of success. You guys need to understand, if you want to become an SVP and all the way to the platinum, understand the system. Everybody in this room, Allan, what do you mean system? Because when I'm going to ask this, do you believe in the system of 5 links that bring you all the way to the top? They said yes. Do you believe in the system of 5 links that's going to create you financial freedom? They said yes. Do you believe in the system of 5 links that are going to become you an SVP all the way to the platinum? They said yes. Do you believe that the system of 5 links is going to fulfill those? Why? They said yes. But the question is, what is the system? We have a leadership meeting and everybody excited about the system, but I'm asked these questions. Do you know what is the system is? And everybody looking one another, they said, yeah, what is the system? Simple system that I understand in building this business is share this opportunity. We went to those PBRs, the grand openings, the Super Saturday, the regional event, international event. It's a system. You know what I did? I became an expert in the system, and I started showing the system to the next person. And I said, this is the system. All you have to do is just go out there and share the business. That is the system. Don't go on like waiting for somebody gonna knock on your door and they're gonna say, guess what? I'm gonna join in 5 links. It's not gonna happen. Waiting, doing so much on Facebook. Sometimes you see your friends on the chat mode, on the green mode. You said hi, all of a sudden it's become black and they turn off their chat mode. What happened? Right? So that was for me. I said, I become an excellent student. EJ is a great training that he did, become an excellent student of the system. The commitment in the system, that's what you guys become a senior vice president. Understand the system. You have to go out there and share it. PBR, you need to do the grand opening if you're going to be talking to 3 or to 5 people. Go out and do the grand openings. Leaders, do more grand openings. Not you're an SVP, you're a national director. You're just waiting and started managing things. No, it's not going to work. System. Attend Super Saturdays. In your market, if there's no Super Saturdays, then do Super Saturdays. Create Super Saturdays because it's part of the system. Attend regional event. You know, international event, I told you I never miss this. Commitment to the leadership. They're doing everything for us guys. It's not about they're going to make, it's about changing lives. Some other individual, they don't understand that. But for me, I said this. If you're going to start making money, it's part of the system because you're doing your part. But when you started changing lives, because you're committed, that's big impact in your life because now you know your mission and your purpose in life. And that's what I said, commit with your leadership because they're real people, because they want to change also your life. Commit to the team. Why you're in that position? Because they're able to help you guys. Commit to the corporate. Do our job. Live with integrity. Do not buy points just to hit the positions. Do not buy people just to get the position. No, this is your business. We need to build a strong company. If you think it's not right, then don't do it. Because you're not hurting the corporate, but you're still hurting your business. Commit to yourself to become a senior vice president all the way to the platinum. Is that okay? Sacrifice. I'm going to talk about sacrifice. Some individual in the room sacrifice away from their family. Yes, believe me, you're creating your story because you're going to go back. I still remember when I was in Tampa, Florida. The sacrifice that you've been doing away from the family, yes, emotionally right now you've been, but you're doing this is for them. Sacrificing on your job. I know some individual, they call in sick today. As I was one of you guys. I know you love your job. You like your boss. You can actually use ice, right? You love your boss, right? You've been waking up early in the morning just to see them. Oh, I know you've been sacrificed away from your job, but away from that you don't see your boss. But that time I said, now I understand. Those people right now, their last penny just to be in this international event, that's called sacrifice. The time that you put in here just to learn, because we said all you have to do is spend time to make it happen. That's called sacrifice. Emotions. It's just like for me, it's part of these things. And then all of a sudden, when I started focusing things and what I want in life, that I said, I want to stay on the path. I want to become senior vice president because the moment I become an SVP, I can do all of these things now. I can wait to walk away from my job. Focus on my goal. Sometimes you need to discipline myself because for me, believe me, when things going on, the reality that hitting me, that I'm getting no's and people hit me, I need to discipline myself. Of course, focus on what company we're representing. Our vision is to be in this business. Our future. That's what are going to be make a big impact. The influence on other people. Your big why. EJ always said, eyes are for sight, but vision is what mind can see. When EJ told me that time, when I joined him on his journey, he said to me, someday we'll become financially free. And that time I said, I can't wait. But I just stay focused on it because we have some vision that what we want in life. And I want you guys to understand also that. Because one thing I understand, when you believe in something, because when I look back on these pictures, this picture right here, I want you guys to believe in your heart. Sometimes it's not about what you guys writing right now. No, when I do my training, I don't want to put so much things in my slides because people will keep writing it, everything what I put on my slides. I want to talk to your heart. I want you to talk to yourself also. Because at the end of the day, everything that they wrote, they go back to their place. They forgot what they wrote. But if you're going to talk to your heart that it's just about understand how to make it happen. Because if you believe, and that's the reason I want you guys to understand, take a moment. I want you guys to take your moment to believe in yourself. That you can create greatness. Because I was on your situations also before that I said, I can do this. if you're going to just listen to your heart, that you believe that you can make a big impact to your team. You can make a great impact if you just believe that someday you're going to have financial freedom. If you just believe on that one. Because I was on your situations also before that, and working at the grocery store. Talk to your heart about believe that you can do this. Believe that you can become a platinum senior vice president. Believe that you become an SVP. How you guys believe to yourself? Talk to your heart. Do you guys believe to yourself? You guys believe that you say, believe I can create greatness. Say that one, guys. I believe I can create greatness. I believe I can make a big impact. I believe I can be an SVP. Guys, because one thing you guys need to understand, if you believe in you, that you can enlist that leadership, that you can enlist the things that inside you waiting for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, because one thing you guys need to understand, that person that you see in the picture, the result is this. If you just believe, you're going to enjoy this. And that's why I want you guys to understand. Sometimes you're just going to take a moment like this. Sometimes it's not how you guys going to be put together those crazy things and everything. It's about things along the way you're journeying. Believing yourself that you can do it. Because one thing you guys need to understand, I was on your situations also before that I've been looking. Someday, I said, I was going to be enlist the leaders within me. Again, guys, I just want to say, if you just listen to your heart, there's something inside you waiting on San Antonio, Texas, becoming a senior vice president and promoting more platinum senior vice president. Platinum senior vice president Allan Taunan.